Hello and welcome to Tech Tools for Geneabloggers, Series 2, Evernote. Now, I love Evernote for recording data from my ancestral research, and I use it to gather that information into notebooks and use specific notes for each ancestor. Let me show you how to do that. We're once again in my Evernote account, and this is where we left it last time. If you've been looking at subsequent or previous tips. And what we're looking at, first of all, is a notebook called Me and My Grandparents. And I have my grandparents' details from both the maternal and paternal line in this notebook. How do I create a notebook? That's pretty simple. Go over to your left-hand navigation bar, point to notebooks, and you'll see a plus sign. When you hover over that, it will allow you to create a new notebook and give it a name. This time I'm going to create a notebook full of those ancestors who are my great-grandparents. And you'll notice that it's placed it alphabetically in order in my list of notebooks. So let's go and have a look at that. So completely empty at this stage. And as a reminder, it says it all begins with notes. So we need to create a note for each of those ancestors. So there'll be 8 of these, and we can use the plus new note button in the sidebar to create a note, or I can just click here. There's also another way to do it from the more actions at the top here. So we now want to add a new note to this notebook. And the first thing I do is give it a title, which will be the name of that ancestor. I'm looking at my notes to find the right data, and I want to record that he is my great-grandfather maternal line. And then I can go back to my research and find the data for John Cutting, such as birth, baptism, marriage, military, death, burial. All those records I can add in here. And as I add information to the card, you'll see it growing here in the card on the left. The next card I want to do now is for his wife. So we'll add a new note and do the same again. Her name was Anne Craddock, and she was born in 1803. And she is my great-grandmother, maternal line. So I keep going like that and add notes for each of those ancestors. I'll pause here and add a few more. I'll be back soon with another session on how to use Evernote. But if you're wanting more, and you'd like to use some of the courses that I have in my academy, please go and have a look at coachcaroleonline.thinkific.com.